Ah, a summer's afternoon in the hot parking lot of Knott's Berry Farm. It's the Sometimes vlog, yeah, yeah. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Today is a day where we have so much cause for celebration. Not only did I finally find my sunglasses, but yesterday, after a long and arduous search, one of the puzzle pieces that I needed to come together came together. The apartment search was going pretty poorly. There just wasn't a lot available that kind of matched what we needed. And I kind of thought we're okay for the moment, but once we move into a place and you're locked in paying that high degree of rent, you don't have as much loose change for things you might need. Like, for example, we're gonna need a bed and a couch and a thing and another thing and probably a spoon or two. And I realized Allie also is going to need some sort of conveyance, some sort of vehicle to go from school to home to school to home to back, you know, just to go places. So luckily we have the luxury of staying where we are for the moment while we search for the perfect place. And I decided, why don't we pause the house search and start looking for a car for now, because it'd be easier to buy a car now and then hopefully get that money back and then move than it would be to move, be paying rent, trying to buy some sort of furnishings and spoons, and then try to get the car. I was like, maybe the order of operations should be car first, you can get back and forth to school, and then we can search farther afield for a house. We don't have to search right in the very expensive location right where her school is. And so yesterday we went out looking for a car and nailed it. Check this out. Bum 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 bum. Take a look at this thing. Now, Allie's dream car has always been those very 80s BMWs, you know, the old school, like 1987 325i or whatever. So we looked at all kinds of cars. We went yesterday morning, really early in the morning, and started looking at super old, raggedy 80s BMWs. Because, I mean, hey, we can't all have our dream car, but why not at least go looking, you know? Dude, these things were like roach, like bad steering, all kinds of cracks and falling apart, and there was not a lot of safety features, no airbags and stuff. And Allie's so short, you know, her feet could just barely reach the pedals in the old 80s ones. They weren't that adjustable. So then we went around looking at all kinds of other stuff. Old Toyotas, old Fords, a couple of Ford Focuses, a Nissan Xterra. Some of them were pretty good, some of them were okay. I looked at other BMWs just because I know she was a fan of them. So I was like, well, we could look around for some other ones. I found one up in Hesperia that looked pretty good, but the title was all shady. Like, yeah, we never actually registered the car in our name, but if you come up, we have a bill of sale from the old owner and you can just pretend like you bought it from him. And I was like, what? No, I don't know. Maybe I'll call you back on that one. And finally, I saw an ad pop up for this on Craigslist. Would you look how pretty this car is? Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of hate. You guys bought a car? You guys bought a brand new BMW? This thing is not brand new. This baby is 16 years old, 161 or 162,000 miles on this car. But the owner was a 92-year-old woman. So this car is in great and beautiful shape on the outside and the inside. So the exterior and the interior are very fine. I got this car for way less than $4,000. Like, honestly, there were cars from the 90s, like Toyotas and stuff, going for more money. I just happened to be the first person to reply to this ad, the first person to show up and look at this car. And for better or for worse, we got it. So we did it! Victory achieved! Finally, a win in the win column. And I know it's not American, it's a German car and all that. You know, guys, I drive a Ford Mustang. I'm very pro-America with all this stuff. But it's a used car. We bought it in America, so the taxes and everything we paid into the hands of the American economy. Actually, the guy, the lady, the elderly lady's son who was helping us do the sale, he was actually, I think, Canadian. So we bought a German car from a Canadian, but the money will eventually seep its way back into, it's American. So check this out, something very good finally went down. We finally figured out a piece of the puzzle. We got her re-registered in a new beauty school, a better beauty school, and we got a car so she can have transportation. Now, the other reason why this was important is because once she starts school in like 8 or 9 days, now I can use my car. I don't have to pick her up every day, so that I can be going and still filming and get back to my job, you know what I mean? So we did it. We managed to get her sort of a version of her dream car at the same price I could have bought an old Corolla for, or an old, you know, Tercel or something like that. I mean, you never know with any used car, even from a dealership, so, I mean, you know. But unless it spontaneously combusts or something, I'm gonna go ahead and tentatively say, we did it. Okay, so that's cause for celebration number 2. We got the sunglasses, we got the car, and most importantly of all, let's not forget what today is, because today is the 4th of July! Which is why I've come all the way down here to Knott's Berry Farm. Because if there was one thing that Walter Knott loved, it was probably berries. But if there was another thing that he loved, it was chicken dinners. But if there was a third thing that Walter Knott loved, it was America. A few days ago, we were here inside of Knott's Berry Farm talking about how Walter Knott was inspired to create ghost towns so people would not forget the history of the Old West. But it wasn't just Old West history that old Walter Knott was concerned about. Now, as you all know, July 4th is the day that we celebrate the signing of the Declaration of Independence, that fine document written by Thomas Jefferson that told England, we don't want to pay you money and hang out with you. We kind of just want to do our own thing. If that's cool, you guys just chill and we'll just do like whatever, and then it's cool, baby. Technically, they voted for the Declaration of Independence on July 2nd, so old John Adams always thought July 2nd was going to be America's birthday. But it was signed on the 4th of July, so, you know, it sounds better anyways. Like, happy 4th instead of, you know, happy 2nd, happy Deuce Day, guys. Like, no, just I don't think that would work. Well, anyway, 190 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence, Walter Knott made darn sure that no one in Southern California would forget the story of the birth of this great nation by building this! America, America, God shed His grace on thee, bop, 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 and crown thy good with brotherhood. From sea to shining sea. Look at this thing! Look at the size of it! This right here is an exact brick-for-brick replica of the old Pennsylvania State House, better known to us as Independence Hall. Now, I have traveled around the United States a lot, and you see all kinds of crazy stuff. Half-scale White Houses, miniature replicas of the United States Capitol made out of macaroni. But this right here, this is taking the whole American pride thing to a whole other level. Walter Knott took all that boysenberry money and all that ghost town theme park money, and instead of investing it in more rides or something that he could charge admission for, built an exact brick-for-brick replica of Independence Hall that to this very day remains open for free for all visitors. This replica is so accurate that when they restored the original in Philadelphia, they literally came here to study Walter Knott's plans. It's also such a good copy that when they went to film the movie National Treasure, where old Nick Cage has to go up into the top of Independence Hall, they filmed that scene right here in Buena Park, California. Look at this, they've got a replica of the Liberty Bell, the bell that rang out after they signed the old Declaration of Independence. I'm pretty sure that just like the one at Magic Kingdom, this one was also made from the original molds, but the Disney one doesn't have a bell tower to match. This is the place where old Nicolas Cage went up the stairs in the movie National Treasure. I would totally go up there too with you guys, but unlike Nicolas Cage, I can read, so gotta follow the rules. This just reminds me of that scene in The Jerk. If I was standing in here and Nicolas Cage went over the rope, I would have been like, "You're not authorized personnel!" This is cool. Normally there's not very many people in here, but today there's quite a few looky-loos. And they have a lot more Knott's Berry Farm people than normal, explaining the history of America to Americans. In this room over here is the exact replica of the room where they voted for independence. And every day they have this cool audio show in here so that you can listen to what the debate was probably like when they argued over our freedom.
My child, you wander from the way.
What'd he say?
Well, gentlemen, it seems that the debate on independence could go on forever.
Pretty awesome show. Technically, we're not supposed to film or record the show, but I just give it a little sample. Not only was the Declaration of Independence signed inside the old Pennsylvania State Hall. But 13 years later, in 1789, our Constitution was also signed, I'm pretty sure in the same room, in the same building. So technically, just super technically, the birthday of our actual country is really 1789, not 1776, because that's when our Constitution was adopted, but we'll let it slide. God bless America, and God bless American knickknacks. And that's the true sound of liberty right there. Look at this American stuff right here. What a beautiful, wonderful country where a hard-scrabbled dirt farmer like Walter Knott can get some berries and build an empire for himself, and then turns around and pays it forward and builds a place where we can all come and celebrate our American heritage. Also buy presidential Pez dispensers. Oh my gosh. This one has Chester A. Arthur. Oh my gosh, Warren G. Harding. Dang it, they don't have William Henry Harrison. It's my favorite president. I was actually here last year for 4th of July with Allie doing a vlog right in here. I mostly came so I could glare at the redcoats here that try to stamp out our freedoms. How dare you, redcoat guy? If it weren't for the Beatles, I don't know that I could have forgiven you guys. But I think one British invasion wipes out another. Look at all of this stuff. Where else can you buy this kind of stuff? Other than like every other historic place ever. But still, it's still cool. And not only do we have reenactors and cool souvenirs and fun pics happening, we appear to have the actual Betsey Ross recreating the American flag. I could never do anything like that. My fingers would be full of needle holes in about 35 seconds. Right here, you have mannequin George Washington and mannequin Betsey Ross. And then the real Betsey Ross right there. That's a woman who loves her country so much, she refuses to die. They still have you making American flags after all this time, huh, Betsy?
It is the best thing as part of my business.
You should have trademarked it, and then you would have had royalties for all these years. Imagine that.
Trademark. My goodness.
Look at the size of your gun. Wow, thank you for serving. I like to thank veterans whenever I can, and you're the original.
Well, if you're willing to pay the price, you want to commit high treason against the crown, you can join the delegates by signing your name to our Declaration of Independence.
Oh, I can sign the Declaration? Oh, I can use a quill pen?
If you want to practice over here on the parchment,
okay, I'll practice first. There's nothing I love more than committing treason. Oh, yes. All right, here we go, here we go. Uh-oh, a little thick there.
That's okay.
Oh, that's all right. We gotta hang together, or most assuredly, we'll hang separately, right?
Correct.
Wait, King George is gonna see this and send out a warrant for my arrest?
Absolutely. That's what committing high treason against the crown is. You'll be hung by the neck, but not until dead.
Oh, wait,
and
what?
then you will be taken down and revived. Your bowels will be cut out before your eyes and burned. Then you will be beheaded and quartered and sent to the king for his just disposal. And may God have mercy on your soul. I didn't know the part about the reviving and then killing me again. And again, and again. It could ruin your whole day. Look at this. Look at the size of that flag there. And just to think that that little old lady right there sewed that all by hand. You guys remember the other day I was in that store, the party store, trying to find stuff for the 4th of July. I couldn't find an outfit that said Happy Birthday America. So I knew I had to come down here today. Oh, look at this. Oh, don't get distracted, Justin. I knew I had to come down here today and say happy birthday to my favorite country in my own special way. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die, a real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the ponies. I am a Yankee Doodle, I am a Yankee Doodle, I am a Yankee Doodle boy. Happy birthday, America! Yes, nobody loves this country more than I do. This is the land of doing what you want, telling the man to go to heck. The land of freedom and bravery. The land of opportunity and success and amazing hats. Betsy, I just wanted you to know I'm a huge fan of your work. I just wanted to show you my outfit. Yeah. I can tell.
I'm sorry I had someone else make it. I just wanted it to be a surprise. You know? Yeah. That's so weird. Hello, nice to meet you. One thing left to do, and that's to get the ultimate fun pick for America. 4th of July. Nailed it.
We're not afraid of you, redcoats. Tell your friends in the EU.
Oh wait, what happened?
Really?
Well, I guess that's all. Have a safe and happy and wonderful 4th of July. Please don't blow your fingers off. I don't have any fireworks because they are not allowed in the city of Anaheim. The only fireworks in my life are the fireworks of love. If you know what I'm... What?
Remember to thank the Revolutionary War veterans for your freedom.
Shout out to all the police and firefighters and other people who do their duty to protect us, all the veterans out there and the people serving in our armed forces. I mean, I guess our government officials too, a little. Shout out to our allies in France for helping us get out of that whole pickle with England. Shout out to Walter not for creating this place.
Shout out to my homies at Lexington and Concord.
And the biggest shout out of all, to you. God bless you sometimes, mob. And God bless America.
America, America, God shed his grace on thee, bum 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 bum,
and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Anybody else have the sudden urge to go watch 1776? You know, the movie version where Mr. Feeney was John Adams. Someone better open up a window. Now, too many flies, too many flies. It's hot as hell in Philadelphia. I'll see you guys later. Live fast, die poor on Spreadshirt.com, Patreon.com/JustinScard, Instagram, Twitter, and other stuff too. Later on, I'll see you. All right. Oh no! Alex' new car! Who did this? Who could have done this horrible terrorist act? Someone who hates America! Why? What horrible bird would have done this? We didn't want these kind of fireworks. Oh well, car wash. Like Forrest Gump says, it happens. All right, have a fun 4th of July and you'll have done your patriotic duty. Then you can go home and sleep well. I say vote yes, vote for independence. I say vote yes, vote for independence. Someone better open up a window. No, too many flies, but it's hot as hell in Philadelphia. Thank you very much. Just think, in what other country in the world would they have let me live, huh? America.